Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to i2i Live, where we talk about Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars news. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Jessica.
Welcome back if you are a returner. But if this is your first time watching our show, we do this every single Thursday at 7:30. I always have to check myself because I do too many shows as it is. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube Live. We used to do it on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, but we just figured it's a little bit easier because now we can use this fancy little thing on here where I can put up the intro picture, the countdown.
You're too much, Kyle. Nobody can handle it.
Got so much energy tonight. I see a lot of familiar faces already popping in here. Amanda, Daniel, Brian, Alex. Good to see all of you. You guys are like right on cue tonight. You guys know the drill. Make sure you smash that like button.
Good job.
You share this link out. Anything you can do to get more Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fans in here to join in the conversation with us tonight. It has been a week.
Yeah. I'm glad you have energy because I am still like reeling.
I only have energy because I've had such a bad weekend. You want to give them the short version of what's been going on with me?
Basically, Kyle, we went home to visit his mom this weekend in Alabama. And Kyle woke up Saturday morning with a kidney stone, so we ended up in the ER. And thankfully, we were back in his hometown because it was the ER that I used to work in. So I tend to think that got us some great treatment.
Yeah.
One of his nurses was actually his cousin's husband, so it was kind of perfect. He had great care. So he had the kidney stone. He was up, all day, all night, basically, with pain. And then that means that I was up just
Wait, are you saying that I was a bad patient?
Him.
I was a bad patient?
I didn't say that at all. Then, I don't know, I think you've just been dealing with the after effects of that. That's just been a nightmare. Then last night we stayed up way too late to watch the Big Brother finale, which we're so glad that we did.
Brian is the Big Brother fan.
I know, that's why I said it.
I just,
So, Brian, I hope you were happy with the outcome.
Did we say spoilers?
No,
here?
We're not.
Okay.
Stop talking over me. So, anyway, stayed up way too late last night, and it's just been one of those weeks where I don't feel like we can get our footing right.
No, it's been longer than that for me, but kidney stones, I'll tell you this much. They're no fun. It's my third one. First one in 10 years, but I think people don't appreciate how bad they really are until... I think certain people don't appreciate how bad they are until...
Trust me, when you were throwing up in the middle of the bathroom in the waiting room, I knew it was
TMI. Amanda already starting it off tonight and sending out a really good reminder there. Hashtag Kyle being Kyle. That is true. I love being myself because why would I want to be anything else?
Well, I mean, you could be me, and that would be way better.
Anyway, so that's a great reminder, Amanda. You are competing for best hashtag of the show. Most of you guys know what that is, but if you haven't, if you're watching, lurking in the background somewhere, if you submit a hashtag, funny one, relevant one, whatever you want it to be, and we like it, we'll write it down, and then at the end, you guys,
came prepared.
She's prepared this time, will get the chance to vote on what will be the hashtag of the show. It'll be in the description, it'll be all over the place. You'll be like recognized on all the stuff on the channel. So
that reminds me of?
What's that?
Remember that show with Honey Boo Boo? And she was like, "You better recognize."
Oh my gosh, why do you have to bring that up?
I don't know, because every time somebody says recognize, that's what I think about now. And I never even watched that show. It was just like on commercials and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know who watched that show.
Oh my gosh. Did you see what Brian said?
New
Disney cruise lines have been announced.
So I did, Brian, I'm glad that you brought this up. He's already mentioned one of the topics we're going to hit tonight, but here's a little quickie.
Because I didn't know about this.
New cruise destinations have been announced for Disney Cruise Line and are set to begin in early 2020. I know one of those destinations.
What is that?
New Orleans.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you this, and I mean no disrespect to anyone who lives in New Orleans and loves New Orleans. It's not my first choice.
It doesn't seem like a first choice for a Disney Cruise Line either. Yeah. However, there's a lot of culture in New Orleans. There is,
and I will say that there were a lot of parts of the city that I really liked. So if this is I think they're launching out of there.
Okay.
There's some things.
Which is kind of cool because then people that go on the cruise can like take a long weekend and do the New Orleans thing and then, go on the cruise. Yeah. So fun fact, my coworker is actually on a Disney Cruise Line right now with her grandchildren.
Dude,
she sent me the cutest picture of her granddaughter with
she didn't tell me that.
Some princess with red hair that I've never seen.
Oh my Lord. Gosh, I'm so sorry that she's even said that right now. Do you think about the new Disney princesses? The Scottish one.
No, it wasn't Merida.
It wasn't?
No, I love Merida. No, she was in a blue dress.
Okay, so help us out,
She had long red hair.
That would be Ariel.
No. Ariel has a mermaid tail.
No, but there's a version of her with, she got her legs. She got her legs.
She wasn't wearing a blue dress when she did.
I don't know. Maybe it was Ariel. I don't know. Amanda agrees with me, Ariel.
I don't think it was Ariel. I think y'all are wrong.
Hashtag honey pleasure no.
Honey please.
Honey play. I'm getting old. I'm still like hopped up on the drugs from this week.
Even though he hasn't taken any drugs since Sunday, so
that is besides the point. All right, so how about this? Here are some of the topics that we're going to hit tonight. Brian already brought up one of them. Rafiki's Planet Watch, the conservation station at Animal Kingdom's going away. Candlelight Processional. Speakers have been announced. New pavilion rumors are swirling for Epcot. Star Wars, a Star Wars story is now out on video. And then, if we have time, Hulu.
Is that what you meant by available for home now?
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out what that meant.
I forget. My shorthand doesn't make sense to everybody. I guess it is. That's why it's
your shorthand. Yeah,
that is why it's your shorthand. So, which of these ones do you want to hit tonight first?
Okay, so scroll. What did Brian say? What was
Brian brought up the conservation station.
Yeah, I think that's it because I'm actually not sad about that.
Oh, okay.
So wait.
Debate time.
Let me talk about it. Here's why I'm not sad.
Wait, first, so for people who don't know, officially announced what's happening.
Rafiki's Planet Watch is leaving.
And the conservation station. They're not the same thing. They're like right next to each other. But So
do I think it's a great idea? Yes. Is it wonderful to go to? Yes. The reason I'm not sad is because it takes so long to get over there and it wastes so much of your park time. And I don't think you have that time.
Okay. All right. Here. Hold on. Back up, because I'm sure there's some people who don't understand what it is. It is a small section in Animal Kingdom. Probably,
not even in Animal Kingdom.
Probably some of you have missed it because you
have to take a train 4 hours away, and then you get there.
So it is just like a small area where they got a petting zoo. They've got the veterinary offices. Actually, there's a pretty cool thing behind it that's not open to the public that I know about as a zookeeper.
So are you going to tell us about it?
I can't. I know secrets and things. I'm probably not.
Secrets don't make friends, and that's not polite to announce it on the show. You're not going to talk about it.
I'm not going to divulge information that's, pertinent to the zoo. So.
Nobody likes Kyle. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there.
She's sassy tonight.
I just don't understand why you would say there's something really cool, but I can't talk about it, so.
Anyway, you can learn all about nature and conservation up there. You can meet Rafiki. There are some exhibits back there. Probably, honestly, the coolest part is the train ride and the fact that you get to see behind the scenes where they keep the animals on the safari ride. That's probably, honestly, my favorite part of it. So, I will agree with you that something needs to be done with it. I just don't know what they're going to do in its place. Because, unless they have something that they are for sure going to put back there, why do you want to get rid of something? Because at the same time, it may not be like the most exciting thing in the world. People still go investigate it and want to do it, and that gets people out of the crowds.
I mean, that's not wrong. I don't know. I'm not sad about it. It was one of those things we did it twice, I guess.
We've done it several times, actually.
And it just feels like such a waste of time. It's at least an hour and a half expedition. So
how do you guys feel about it if you've been to Animal Kingdom? Do you think it's a good idea for them to get rid of Rafiki's Planet Watch / conservation station? Do you want it to go? Do you have something that you'd rather be put in its place? That's what we want to know from you guys tonight. Do you think they should put another country in there? Or not country, but continents? Because they've got Africa and Asia.
It's just really far away.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like that could be repurposed for something behind the scenes better. Mm-hmm. It's my opinion. It's just, like I said, my main issue with it is that it takes so long to get out there.
See, the problem is if they try to build back there, I know that the backstage area for the animals is very close by, and they try to keep that as separate as possible. So is that going to be a problem trying to build something else back there?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's why it was something kind of quiet and, not a big crowd drawer, because they don't want big crowds back there.
Right.
Plus the things I know that are back there, you definitely don't want things back there.
If you mention that one more time.
So, I don't know. I would like to see something done better with Rafiki's Planet Watch. a lot of people didn't know that you can go back there and watch vet procedures going. I think that's really cool because I've been in and a part of a lot of vet procedures myself. And I think for the general public, that's kind of cool to see. Not just
that'd be really cool.
A dog being operated on, but like a porcupine or a monkey or a snake, you know. So
they operate on snakes.
I mean, yeah, kind of. It's not the easiest thing to do, but they do it.
That's like operating on a worm. Like, why? There's a million of them.
It's a little different than operating on a worm. There's a lot of people calling you sassy tonight, Amanda. So sassy Jessica. Jessica bringing back the sass. No hashtag no big crowd from Daniel. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not surprised that this is... I think it was actually officially confirmed. I don't even think it's a rumor at this point. But I'm sad, as I always am, to see anything go because I'm Mr. Nostalgia. But I just don't have an answer for what they could put back there because I don't know that they have the ability to build something big and substantial. Because supposedly South America is going to be... Dino Land is going to be turned into South America. That's a rumor that's always been circulating
I
out
could
there.
see that, only because I love Dino Land. It's just... It's weird. It's fun. It's random.
Well, they would keep the dinosaur theme, though. And being in South America. Did I interrupt you? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Nope, I'm good.
So they would keep the South America theme in Dino Land because there's a lot of like dinosaur bones that are found in South America, and actually move Indiana Jones in there too, and it kind of be sense. Like South America, Indiana Jones, and Dino Land all thrown into one.
Okay.
You know, because actually the track for Dinosaur is the same as the one for Indiana Jones and Disneyland.
Okay.
Hashtag Kyle being nerdy. I'm always nerdy, Daniel. Don't you know this by now? Okay. So that's that for Conservation Station, Rafiki's Planet Watch. Which of these topics do you want to hit next?
Let's do the Candlelight Processional.
Okay. So if you guys have not been to the Candlelight Processional in Epcot before, it's lovely. We have not actually got to sit in it, but we've watched it.
So when we went with his family one year for Christmas, I had to drag his family in to see this thing. You
had to drag my brothers, not me.
I'm going to stick with I had to drag the family in because there were 5 of us and nobody wanted to see this thing except me. And I was like, no, I've done everything. Kyle, can I please tell a story?
My mom.
She did not. She did not care. She wanted to do like stuff with y'all. And y'all wanted to do a lot of like the rides and, you know, I don't know. Y'all wanted to stay in the Mexico Pavilion far too long. And I was afraid that we were going to miss this thing. And it was the night that, oh gosh, I forgot her name. Shonda from Grey's Anatomy that plays Dr. Bailey. Not the Shonda that writes the show, the Shonda that's Dr. Bailey. So anyway, Dr. Bailey was the one reading.
I have no clue.
Reading that night. But anyway, the music was really nice. It was a lot of fun. So we stood in the back and it was awesome. And honestly, standing in the back wasn't that bad. I thought it was good.
I would have much preferred to sit down for something long like that.
I mean, agreed. But to be fair, we didn't stay the whole time because y'all got bored. So
you are misremembering this, okay?
Okay, your brothers got bored.
My mom wanted to see it with you, and I actually am open to that type of stuff of trying new experiences.
You do.
It was new for us.
You're very good at trying.
But my brothers were ready to go, and I, you know, I like to do active things, but at the same time, I like to take advantage of things I haven't done before at Disney, and so Candlelight Processional was one of those things.
It was really cool.
It is really good.
It's honestly, if we went back at Christmas, I don't care who the speaker is, I'd go see it again just because the music's awesome, the atmosphere is really nice, and even if it's like 80 degrees because it's still Florida, it makes you think that you're up north and it's cold. And
you see that comment right there?
You don't have to drag Kyle, he doesn't have a choice.
Daniel, you're wrong for that. So.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Anyways, yes, I love going to these type of things. So they just announced the speakers, the lineup for that. And I guess we can maybe give a broader definition of what this is. This is the Christmas story, the birth of Jesus, told through a special speaker, and they have a giant choir. I think they have a few instruments.
They do have a few.
Or is it a cappella?
Nope.
It was instruments.
They have
okay.
Instruments.
So it's really good. Like, even if you don't follow that story and you're not into that, it's a great musical performance, and then they have really big stars there that lead it, which I think is really cool. So you want to tell them the list of ones that are going to be there?
I'm going to say some of these people wrong because I don't know who they are.
That's why I'm having you do it.
Great. Just forgive me. Cheetah Rivera, Helen Hunt, Alfonso Ribeiro, Neil Patrick Harris, Whoopi Goldberg, Bart Millard.
That's I Can Only Imagine guy. Mercy Me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Blair Underwood, Gary Sinise.
Sinise.
How do you know who that is?
That's Lieutenant Dan. That's Lieutenant Dan. Come on. You got to get with the picture here. Lieutenant Dan.
He ain't got no legs.
He ain't got no legs.
Ice Queen. Lieutenant Dan. Ice Queen. Okay. Pat Sajak. Somebody Carvalho.
So it's Moana's voice actor, and it's Carvalho is her last name, but I can't. Alai. I can't.
I don't know, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
Edward James Olmos, Jodie Benson, and Cal Ripken Jr.
Okay, do you know who Jodie Benson is? That's the voice of Ariel. She doesn't know half of the significance behind these things here.
Who's Edward James Olmos?
He's a very old actor. He was in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The only reason I ask is because he's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I figured they'd probably pick somebody.
So you can find this list online, and they've got some dates. It's usually about, 2 days?
2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days.
Per voice person.
Neil Patrick Harris is like the legend when it comes to Candlelight Processionals. He's been doing it forever.
I didn't know that.
Just think, he's got a really great voice and way of,
I love him. I would go see him.
So
I kind of want to see Pat Sajak just because it's Pat Sajak. I think he would do a terrible job, but
it's a really interesting choice having Pat Sajak. I think maybe he's great because he's a returner.
Well, that's true. That's true. There aren't many new people this year, so there's only 4 newbies out of this huge list.
Yeah.
So who are you most excited if you had to pick one?
Well, I'll give my answer. We want to know from you guys too. Of that list that we just gave out, who would you rather go see? Or if there's someone on that list you think it should be, let us know. Well, starting with the newbies, because there's Helen Hunt, who is the voice of Mrs. Incredible. Mm-hmm. There's Alfonso Ribeiro, which is Carlton. I can't do the Carlton dance.
I do love Carlton.
He's pretty funny. Bart Millard, and that's he is part of Mercy Me, the band, and the song I Can Only Imagine, and then I'm not going to try to mispronounce her name again. Miss Carvalho, who is the voice of Moana.
Are you saying Carvalho? Because you wrote CR.
I think it's Carvalho. Carvalho? I don't know, anyway.
All of the people with Carvalho.
Moana. How about that? Miss Moana. My top choice would obviously, because with Bart's Millard's story coming out this year in that movie, I Can Only Imagine. I think that I would love to go see him. My second choice would probably be Moana, just because that's a really cool thing that you get one of the newest Disney princesses to come up and do.
That's really cool.
I think. Which one of those do you want?
Honestly, I'm going to go way out in left field.
Yeah.
I'd go with Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know. I just think she's got one of those voices. But listen, the whole purpose of this story, like when Shonda did it last year, it was really emphatic, and you have to be dramatic, and it's all about the voice. And like her or not, Whoopi Goldberg, she can play up some drama.
She just gets on my nerves sometimes. Anyway,
that's fair.
Alex says that's cool that both Moana and Ariel's voice actors are both there. And I think it'd be really cool if they could get more of the Disney princesses to be a part of this.
Especially like the lady that sang the Frozen song. What's her name? Starts with an I.
Oh, gosh. Somebody's screaming at us right now. I can't even remember.
Ooh, Kyle.
Oh, we made a mistake.
Not we.
I messed up so bad. I knew it didn't
Holly Hunter. Well, I see why you did. Holly Hunter, Helen Hunt.
That's why.
Helen Hunt was in a lot of 90s TV shows. You don't remember her? What? She was in like a bunch of just random. She's blonde. She's a nice looking lady.
Well, thanks for sharing. Anyway, Holly Hunter is the voice for Helen Parr.
When you said that, I almost disagreed with you, but you definitely know more about Disney than I do. So,
well, apparently not anymore.
You still know more than me.
Daniel says, I would love to see either Neil Patrick Harris or Jodie Benson.
Who's Jodie Benson?
Ariel's voice. We just talked about that.
We did just talk about this.
So I gave you out of the new ones, out of the ones that have been here before, I would probably say Gary Sinise, because I just want to scream, Lieutenant Dan, the whole time.
That's true. And actually, he does have kind of a soothing voice.
He does.
I can listen to him talk for a while.
He does. There you go.
Thank you.
Idina Menzel. I knew it was something unique like Idina. So, thank you so much.
I knew it started with an I.
Thank you, Alex, for doing that.
Thank you. We're less nervous now. So, next topic,
All right,
sir.
next topic. This is probably my favorite one of the evening. I think I want to get some interesting input from you guys. What's that?
The Epcot.
Kyle
freaking loves him some Epcot.
But I love Epcot, but I love rumors in general about things that possibly could be coming to Disney World. And this is one of those that
Kyle
always...
loves rumors.
I love rumors. So, it's always been circulating that Epcot's going to get some new pavilions. And then you've heard some certain countries thrown into the mix a lot. You know, two of them that most recently been talked about are Australia and Brazil. Brazil probably being the most prominent one. And I think, honestly, that makes the most sense. So, with those rumors circulating again that there's being conversations had, which country do you want to see represented in a new pavilion in the Epcot World Showcase? Or, even, I'd like to know this, how many more do you think we could get? Because there's not a lot of room left.
So, that was going to be my first question is, where are they putting this thing? Because I don't know of any room, unless they take away our refreshment port with our cronuts.
But that's not it's on the outside of the World Showcase. That's before Canada. So it's not part of it, technically.
If they add a pavilion there, it would be part of it.
I mean, I guess they could. I don't know if the spacing works all that well. If I had time, I should have put up a map we could bring up here.
Well, Kyle stinks, but... I
apparently do.
So where would they add?
So
because you said they might add Australia?
Yeah. So here, I'll draw you a map real quick. I know you guys can't see this, but just so Jessica can see. So World Showcase is a big semicircle, you know.
Is it really? I've never been.
Oh my goodness. So, here's America right here. And then, Canada and Mexico. There's China right there. Well, actually, there's Norway, China. And then there's this big bridge here. You remember that where we got stuck that one time? Yeah. Then there's this thing called the African Outpost that's not really a pavilion.
Yeah, that's just where they sell a bunch of crap.
They need to turn that into something. There's also a space between Germany...
Let me help you with this pen.
I can't. That pen is...
You have to write
Thank goodness you guys can't see that.
You have to write straight on, not sideways.
There's German...
No, straight on.
Straight on. That's so hard to do. Anyway. Struggle bus over here. Germany. There's a space between Germany and Italy, too. So, it's right... here. So these are two spots that have a lot of... Oh, man. I can't draw either.
Really? You think?
So those are your two most likely spots, which could fill in the two.
Australia and Brazil. Brazil.
So which of those two would you like, Brazil or Australia? If that's the two.
So real life, Australia. But culturally, I think Brazil would be better.
I think we know which one Brian wants. Good eye, mate.
If I was going anywhere in the world, I'd pick somewhere in Australia. I'd probably go to Sydney or South Africa.
So Australia, though, is your choice out of those two? Or
it's 50-50. Australia is, yes, what I would like to see. Brazil, I think, would be better executed.
I think not just that, but they need... I want to have... If I could have two new pavilions in those two spaces we just talked about, I think it needs to be an African pavilion and a South American pavilion. Because, yes, Morocco is an African pavilion, but I feel like it's very Middle Eastern inspired, and that's what they really try to push there, which is not bad.
West African.
I think they need, Tanzania, Kenya, something like that. But they kind of get that.
West African.
Well, I know you said that, but that's what I'm thinking. So you're thinking where your family were missionaries in Nigeria. Is that what you're thinking?
Or, I just think that's such a rich, immersive culture. You could even do the DRC or something like that. But, however, I really think Brazil has got that just rich culture that's just... that could be really embodied really quickly.
Do you remember the thing we're going to have at the Food and Wine Festival, the Brazilian cheesy bread?
That was pretty good.
They could have that all the time now.
All the things.
All the things. Alex says definitely Australia.
So everybody is pro-Australia.
Amanda says...
I really thought Brazil would be. However...
Australia. Night.
There's nothing...
Oh.
New Zealand.
That's a good pick, Scripps.
I was going to say, there's nothing from Australia over there or that side of the world.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a little more South American
So what if we had a Polynesian islands one?
That'd be kind of cool.
And you could throw kind of Australia in there a little bit, or the Philippines, something kind of cool like that.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Could also do Cuba, something random.
So a Caribbean themed one almost, the islands, because they have those at the World Showcase. They have those ones.
See, I agree, Daniel. Brazil does make a lot more sense.
But... I do too, and I think you're both right that if they're going to add one, I think that's the one. They have a lot of tourism from Brazil too. Can you imagine all those little school groups that come every single year packed into that thing?
And how cool would that be? If you're from Brazil and you go around this World Showcase and you see your culture there, that's pretty neat.
It is pretty cool.
So, and just with like all the soccer teams and everybody, you know, people in America freaking love soccer all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So think about all the people that would buy the Brazil jerseys and all these things that are just, I don't know. That's just how I think.
Here's the thing I think we can say. We don't need any more European pavilions.
No, I think we're done, man.
I mean,
we need to branch out. This is the World Showcase, not the European Showcase.
With Canada thrown in there, Mexico, Japan,
right.
China.
But I mean, for the most, and I love all of the countries. Don't get me wrong. But I think we need to branch out and do a little more worldly things.
So Amanda says Philippines. She's kind of throwing in another one there that she would like. And then Daniel loves the Caribbean thing. He thinks it sounds really cool. Samoa.
So here's the thing that I wish that the World Showcases did a little better.
What's that?
Music.
They do.
It's very minimal, and not all of them do it well. So think about the Japanese pavilion and even the China pavilion, that they really immerse the music aspect into their pavilions. Even Mexico, it's not awesome. It's not really loud, but you can hear it. So I think that's another immersive experience where you really feel like you're a part of the culture, is when you hear the music. Like when we go to the Canada pavilion, I don't remember hearing any of the music until we go into that movie thing,
or into the back area, like when you go up the steps. Into
You're right. So I think that's really a cultural thing, and I don't know. It's because you get the food, and that's great, and I love the food. Yeah. And you get the merchandise, and it's kind of all the same. But
we'll have to, like, when we go in a couple weeks, we'll have to pay attention this time and see if we hear it better, or find ways they could do it better. Because I do agree with you. China, Japan, they do it really well. Yeah. But it's also very distinctive music too, so I think it's easier to pick that out.
That's fair.
Anyway, so yeah, there's some more rumors swirling about that. Our last topic, I'm going to pick it for us this time because I want to talk about this because it doesn't get enough love.
Dun, dun, dun.
Solo, a Star Wars story, is now on home video, and you should definitely go buy it. We haven't done it yet, but we will.
What about you say home video, like we're back in the VHS days?
Yeah, I like the
you
nostalgia.
Can buy it on Blu-ray or DVD or 4K, whatever that thing is.
It's been out on digital download for like 2 weeks now, but now you can get it on a hard copy and actually have it. I love looking at covers of like movies for Blu-rays and stuff.
I'm surprised you didn't buy it the first day that it was out. I'm really surprised.
Because I know I'm trying to build a list for Christmas. But Solo...
You can wait till Christmas?
I don't want to, but I can. I like to take advantage of people buying me things, and, I love... Anyway, so if you have not gone to see Solo...
It is a good movie.
First of all, I'm ashamed of you if you didn't go see it in theaters, but I understand if you didn't have time, but there are people that boycotted this simply because they didn't like The Last Jedi, and that makes me upset because they wasted an opportunity to see a perfect movie for like branching the Star Wars universe out.
I agree. That's such a stupid reason to boycott this movie because they have nothing to do with each other.
I'm just saying. It makes me a little upset. And I'm not saying anybody here did, but like, if you did, I'm upset with you. But now you should go.
Big feelings.
You should definitely go buy it or at least rent it and go check it out because you will love this movie. I listened to a podcast today on the way home where they did a commentary track to it. So, like, I could hear it playing in the background, and you can play it live as you're watching the movie if you choose to do that. And it's just so cool, like, listening to them think back on their first impressions of it, and then they're talking about the different scenes. And it's just a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I'm so sad that people hated it. Alex loves all the Star Wars movies. We all should love all the Star Wars movies.
Kyle, you can cry.
Hashtag only go solo, Amanda says. All right, I think we are running... Yeah, we are... winding down on time here. So what are some of the choices you selected for us for hashtag of the show?
So I picked 3 for tonight.
Okay.
Your 3 choices are hashtag Kyle being nerdy by Daniel, hashtag no big crowd also by Daniel, and Amanda had a good one in there, hashtag honey please no.
Honey please no. Okay, so one more time for everybody. This is the ones you're voting for, so if you want yours...
wait.
So
hashtag going solo by Scripps. We're going to add that
Okay,
too.
we'll add that one in there. That's the last entry.
So you got 4. Hashtag going solo by Scripps. Hashtag Kyle being nerdy. And hashtag no big crowd by Daniel. And hashtag honey please no by Amanda.
All right, so vote now while we talk about a few things that we've got coming out this week for you guys. In the comment section, we want to know from you. Because if you don't vote, we'll pick it. And we'll probably make some people upset because it's probably not going to be the one they think we're going to pick. So, what we had coming out this week, let me go over to my fancy little tools over here.
Dun, dun, dun.
You made that seem so much more dramatic than it had to be here.
Well, it was going to be great until you didn't click anything.
This Monday, we had a summer 2018 haul with books, Funko Pops, and much more that we did. You need to go check that out if you haven't. It's a really fun one. Jessica loves doing haul.
I do, but why does my hand look so weird in
your
that
hand?
picture?
What is up with your hand?
It looks like I only have 3 fingers.
What is up with this?
Thanks.
I mean, it's
like no wrist. It's just like straight.
It's like you forgot to use your hand properly.
Yeah, thanks, honey, for picking that picture. Appreciate you.
And look how daintily my hand is holding the picture.
Yeah, that's
which is
odd.
really weird. So yeah, go check that out if you have not done so already, because it's a really good video and Jessica loves doing those videos.
I do love a good haul.
And then
it just means more stuff.
And then a slight announcement for us. We are 22 subscribers away from 500. We are starting a campaign. Well, we started it already, a campaign to get to 500 before we go to Disney World in 8 days.
Yeah.
So 22 subscriptions away. We are closing in. If you have not shared us with your friends, please do so. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hey, just throw us a subscription so we can get to 500, and then you can unsubscribe.
That's hateful.
I'm not saying,
why would you
I don't want them to
that?
do that, but I'm just saying if they don't, just help a brother out. That's all I'm saying here.
I do think that's a hilarious picture. So good job picking that one.
I do love that picture of us. So yeah. If you guys could help us out, share our channel with your friends. Hopefully we can reach that goal in the next 8 days. 22 to go.
That's kind of scary, like 22 people in 8 days.
We can do it, though. We did it. We made it further in 10 days than we were going to do this time in 8 days.
This is 8 days. Okay, well.
I'm just saying. So anyway, all right, what are the votes here?
Okay, so we have 1 vote for Honey Please No No and 2 votes for Kyle being nerdy.
Well, it looks like that is going to be the winner tonight, and that is
Daniel
Halvorsen with the win. Sorry, Amanda. Sorry, Scripps. Try again next time. But you guys did some great work tonight, and we had a lot of fun discussing all this stuff with you. So, Daniel, you'll be in the description. All that normal jazz.
I feel like as usual.
What? Daniel had like a hiatus where he wasn't.
Wait. Did you say Brian watches?
Brian, this is for you. A hiatus. We had a hiatus. Nobody else understands what we're referencing there. But yes,
that's the best.
Daniel had a hiatus where he was not winning as much, and people like Amanda, Alex, Scripps were winning all the time. So he's back in force. Daniel, you're the winner. Hashtag Kyle being nerdy will be put in there. So that's all we got for this week. Make sure you check out the videos we have coming out. I hopefully won't have a kidney stone this weekend, so that I can actually get a vlog type video out for you guys this weekend.
I have 2 papers due on Sunday, so I can't take you back to the ER. You'd have to call an Uber.
I would rather not do that. But anyway, so we'll be back.
I love how you just blew past me saying you'd have to call an Uber.
No. We'll be back same time, same place next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
It'll be the day before we go to Disney.
That's the cool thing. You need to invite all your friends to come celebrate with us, and we're just going to be talking about everything we're going to be doing. Y'all can tell us what you want us to do and try.
And what you want us to eat.
Oh, it's so much fun. I started working on getting us into the parks for the Food and Wine Festival. We have a special friend who might let us in an extra evening than we have a ticket for. So we'll go just to go.
Maybe we'll go do that special thing at Rafiki's Planet Watch that nobody can do.
Actually, only zookeepers can go back there. But anyway, thanks guys for watching tonight. We'll see you back here next Thursday before we go to Disney World. So until we assemble again,
may the force be with you.
And we'll see you real soon.
Bye.